Sometimes I just stare into the camera and it's hard to figure out what to say because I'm not just talking to talk, I'm talking to be authentic. Sometimes it's hard to find what's authentic. So today I just turned on the camera and let's see what comes out. Something I've been thinking about recently is that when you're going through a difficult time, the only way through it is to go through it. There's no way out of it. I've found myself often over the past couple of weeks wishing that there were some eject button, but there is no eject button in life. I guess sometimes people pull an eject button, which is not something I'm going to do or that I advocate, but that's really a tragic way to go. But there are other ways of pulling an eject button, other than the ultimate ejection. There are ways to sabotage yourself. There are ways to quit, to give up on yourself and on the people around you and on fate. We don't know what the future holds. Even if it looks like things are going a particular way, you actually have to live through it to see if it goes that way or if it's going to go a different way. So I've gotten a lot of good practice these past weeks at being present, because the weight and the pressure of the surrounding circumstances kind of acts as like a pressure pushing down on me, on my psyche, and it makes me focus more. So in a way it's been beneficial. I mean, not just in a way, probably in a lot of ways. This is the way we get better. So I think I'm getting better. I know that when I was younger, I wasn't good at dealing with pressure. And I would press the eject button. Like I would always look for an eject button, whether it was asking for someone to come and save me or quitting. I was always looking for an eject button. I can't say I've stopped looking for an eject button, but I'm aware of when I'm looking for one, and I think I haven't pushed it. I don't actually want to eject. I want to keep going. I want to go through, and I want to get through this thing that I'm going through, because I can feel it turning me into a better version of myself, and I want to keep getting better. So that's scary because you don't know what's coming down the road. It could get worse. It could get worse before it gets better. It might never get better. But then you read things. I read a book where one of the chapters was titled, "It's Never as Good or as Bad as It Seems." I think there's a lot of truth in that. It seemed very bad over these past couple of weeks. And maybe it's not quite as bad as I've thought it was. Just as before, when I thought it was better, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. So my calibration is getting better. I'm learning to be more humble. I'm getting more attuned with myself. I'm not going to say I'm having fun. I mean, I've had fun moments, but it's hard. But it's what there is to do. And I'd rather do what there is to do than look to eject and do something easier. Because in the end, it's not easier. There's no easier. Easier is actually harder because you're moving backwards. You're making yourself weaker. Right now, I'm making myself stronger, which makes life easier. Here's to going through it.